Crescent moon lunge. With your next exhale, the two hands come down flat and you step to high plank. So pick up the right foot and step it back. Then lower the knees. On an exhale, bend the elbows as you come to lie down on the belly. A modified chaturanga. Breathe in for cobra. So you're opening the heart, it's a back bend. And then exhale, press back, downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, float the left leg up. On your exhale, step the left foot up to the top of the mat. Show where to go if it needs help, and then lower the right knee down. Breathing in, the two arms reach up. Crescent moon lunge. With your next exhale, the fingertips come to the top of the mat. It's like you're plugging them into the floor. Pick up the back knee and then step that right foot up to meet the left. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, folding down. Inhale as the knee stays soft, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands come to the heart center. So good. Take a moment here. Notice if the breath is sped up. Becoming aware of the quality of the breath. Your hands can be at the heart center or down by your side. Either is fine. And then when you're ready to move again, ground through the soles of the feet, breathing in to reach the arms up. Then bend the knees, sit down into your chair, Utkatasana, chair pose. Peep down, see can you see the tips of your toes. And then maybe you'll open the arms, cactus arms. See how this changes things in the shoulders. Maybe you can sit a little lower, see what happens. And with your next exhale, folding forwards, a full forward fold. Inhale for a halfway lift. On your exhale, place the palms flat and then step to high plank. From high plank, lower the knees gently and then breathe out as you come to lie down on the belly. With your inhale now, stretch the arms back behind you and then breathe in to lift the front of the body up. Keep the toes down, engage the fronts of the thighs. Can you draw the shoulder blades towards each other? Maybe you'll gaze in front of you. With your next exhale, slowly lower back down onto the floor and then press your way back, downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, float the right leg up towards the sky. On your exhale, bend the knee and step the foot forwards between the hands. Help it along if it needs it. Now this time the left heel stays lifted, the left knee is off the mat, right knee is bent, it's directly over the heel. So we're in a high lunge. It's almost like you're about to start a race. Now, can you keep this configuration with the legs and start to float the arms up? Breathing in as you come up into warrior one, Virabhadrasana one. So nice. Gazing up between the hands, find that balance. And then with your next exhale, the two hands come to frame the front foot and step to high plank. From high plank, lower the knees, come to lie down on the belly, untucking the toes. And this time, breathing in, peeling the heart center forwards. Maybe you can release the hands and take them behind the back, interlacing the fingers. Or you can take any of the options that we had before, cobra or the hands released. Lifting up, keep the feet down this time. And then exhale, slowly release back down onto the floor. And then press your way back. Downward facing dog, lifting the hips high. With your next inhale, the left leg lifts up and then step it forwards towards the top of the mat. Keep the right heel lifted. Find that configuration of the legs that we had before for warrior one. So the knee is over the heel and the right leg is working towards straight now. You're pressing out through the back heel. With your inhale, float the fingertips up off the mat, rising up and gazing up between the hands. Keep the shoulders soft. And then with your next exhale, the two hands come down flat, step to high plank. From high plank, bring the knees down and then come to lie down on the belly. This time we're lifting upper body and lower body. Reach the fingertips back behind you. Point the toes and then with your inhale, lift the legs, lift the chest, gazing in front of you for locust. Can you lift a little higher? Working to keep the legs parallel. And then exhale, slowly lower back down. Press your way back either to child's pose or downward facing dog. You get to decide. So holding whichever pose you're in. If you're in downward facing dog, try softening the knees to find length in the spine. And if you feel quite open in the body, perhaps pressing the heels down towards the mat. If you're in child's pose, now join us back in downward facing dog. And at the end of the next exhale, looking to the top of the mat, we're coming through to sit. So pick up the right foot, bend the knee, bring the right knee towards the right wrist. Bending the left knee comes towards the left wrist. So the ankles cross and then come to sit. Really.